Welcome to the CMO Spotlight, and I'm so pleased to be here with Shonodeep Modak, who is the Chief Marketing Officer for the Energy Management Division of Schneider Electric.
Would have been less, call it, focused on trying to be competitive with others and more just around what skills or what sort of areas of learning do I want to really nurture and thrive in. And so, yes, I got some of it on along the way when it came to analytics, for example, or it came to marketing and digital marketing. But, I think you don't have to be so competitive with everybody. Yes, you want to be a stellar team player, but not necessarily this, I've got to make sure I outwit my peer. Curiosity would definitely be my superpower. And I just ask a lot of questions and try to understand how it actually worked. You're not just finishing a marketing campaign, just administrating it all the way through just to get numbers that you report on a dashboard, that you understand how you got there and you understand what worked well, what didn't, so you can apply it to the next time. The thrill of the customer hunt and the engagement, and when you've shown them something they didn't know, that if it wasn't from your marketing efforts, it wouldn't have happened. Because in many cases, the sales team is awesome. They don't have the ability to have that bandwidth and touch every diffuse customer. And when we can reach them and we see the engagement and see them opening up something, being curious, making a request, either making a purchase or making a kind of a request to a salesperson, that is the thrill. It's almost like a hunt. When we introduced the product, we put a lot of money behind it, and we try to drive sales into Home Depot and into our retail centers and our partners, and it never took off. And I think the problem was that only after we spent all the money pushing all the advertising out to consumers, we then went back and looked at the actual journey, and we saw that we never explained how it worked and what it really was. We kind of jumped the gun into like, hey, you can help manage your energy better, but we never explained how. And I think when you look at a lot of successful, smart home device companies, the ones that are really successful explain how it works, and of course what it does, and gives those actual scenarios to you in the demo of the product, versus just like, hey, now I can manage my energy better. And so I think we've learned from that, especially now with more consumer products that we're launching, to be more focused on the how, and then of course what it is, very, very bold and blatant, and making sure that that we're checking and measuring how people are consuming that information again and again, versus pushing the campaign out there and waiting until the results are at the end of the year. L'Oreal has, being probably one of the best examples of a responsible marketer for no greenwashing or limited greenwashing, or no greenwashing, I should say, around their products and their benefits. And what they've been able to do is point the product benefits straight back to science, and they make it very easy for a customer to understand. Definitely take a look at their website. You'll see the scoring, and it's just such a nice, clean way to do it. And it makes you feel like, they're not trying to just greenwash and paint some picture that this product goes over the top. I think we all have to be responsible marketers now. Whether or not we want to or not, we have to be regulated. We're going to be regulated, but then it's our responsibility to tell the story of what people can use and do, but do it in a way that is completely transparent, that is credible, so the customer's not going to be, especially put in a bad predicament where they thought they were going to get something and they don't.